Finding that perfect gift for a queen is a pretty tall order, and it appears the one chosen by Germany's president may have fallen flat.
Queen Elizabeth was presented with a painting at the start of her state visit to Germany. You see the painting there. It depicted the queen as a young girl on a pony with her father holding the reins. But the horse in royal blue, as it's called, did not seem to move or really impress the queen.
And that's supposed to be my father.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, quite.
And if you don't like it, get this marzipan.
They moved on to the
How
marzipan.
awkward.
Yeah, this is the original picture, by the way, so you can judge. I don't know. Was the Queen being too critical of this artist's interpretation? Let's check in with art critic Estelle Lovett. And we were talking about this, Estelle. I think it's terrible.
Be nice.
I do. What do you think?
You're being very, very polite. It's awful. It's really awful. You know, it's commercial slickness. There's an eruption of yellow, red, and green and blue, and it's what I like to call smudge and rub. You know, you can hide a lot of faults under smudge and rub. The frame, you know, keep the frame, chuck the picture. George Bush would have done a better job, actually, of painting Her Majesty.
That's saying something,
that
too.
Is so beautiful. Well, George Bush is a pretty good painter, I must say. I feel so bad, Estelle, for the artist whose name is Nicole Leidenfrost. I mean, art is subjective. There's got to be someone out there who likes it.
Well, you know what? Funnily enough, there is actually an ism, a group of artists who paint under the period called bad painting. And this is a very, very bad painting. But also, coming from German Expressionism, that there was a group called the Blue Writer, which translates into the Blue Rider. But this is just, I mean, I felt so sorry for this local artist. She's 41, so she's not necessarily up and coming. She's 41, but she needs to go back to art school. I'm sorry. If this is the best that they could provide as a gift for Her Majesty, this is the woman who looks at Leonardo da Vinci's and Reynolds in her house, you know, Buckingham Palace. This is a poor excuse for kitsch.
You know, and I was reading about that sort of genre, if you like, called bad painting, but that was deliberate. I'm not sure this was. You know,
No.
This I think she was trying here. I mean, you know, I'm not the one to sort of judge art. That's your job. But I mean, so in a technical sense, what's wrong with it other than it's a bunch of very weird colours for a horse?
Well, first of all, the brush marks are very rough. The colour is very crude. The perspective is lacking. The composition is dreadful. There's no texture. There's no feeling. It's lifeless. You know, I would prefer to see a colour by numbers piece, to be honest with you. It's just, I mean, it's one of the worst images that I've ever seen of the Queen given to the Queen, and I think she acted very regally. Worst images that I've ever seen of the Queen given to the Queen, and I think she acted very regally.